Hello and welcome. On this episode of Abby Normal Garage, we go to the Shenandoah Valley Steam and Gas Association's annual show. This is held in Berryville, Virginia every year towards the end of June. We had a great time at this event. We got to hang out with our friends, meet some of our subscribers, see all sorts of tractors from big to small, wheel horse, Cub Cadet, international, steam engines, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot to see here. We brought the trail horse, of course. So let's dive right in. We met up with our friend Wheel Horse Howard and his son, seen here driving in front of us. Here we are checking out the various displays, tractors riding around and so forth. There was lots to see and plenty of food available. This thing is cool. This guy actually put this thing together. It's a scale model of a steam engine. We'll see it running here in a little bit. We decided to bring the stunt dog. You can kind of see the stunt dog's head in this shot. She rode nice and neat on the rack. So we've always thought these steam engines were cool, and this gentleman right here, which I'm terrible with names and don't remember his name, he took us around the court and told us about how these things operate and so forth. You'll see that clip in a second. Well, that's no fun. I hate it when this happens. But anyway, here's a beautiful international tractor, followed up by a beautiful Farmall with a rebuilt engine. We talked to this guy at Lynx about this. He also did a custom 3-point hitch for this thing. Well, let's go ahead and get that ride on a steam engine. Alright. That wasn't too bad. I noticed it when you went by.
Yeah, I'm always kind of trying to find the right spot to go slow enough to not, get that gear growl. You get going fast.
It's like cool.
Well, no, it's just the bowl gear. If you have your flywheel, the bowl gear, and then your final reduction. So it's deafening. And it's probably bad for it too. I'm not sure about that part, but I just make a big deal about it myself.
I would ask, what's the top speed on these?
Probably about 4 miles an hour.
Okay. And at that speed, it's probably using a decent amount of coal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. Load, that's going full ball forward is not as hard on it as working an implement is. Say you're on the sawmill, you're using way more horsepower on the sawmill than you're using just to move this thing around. Once you have all 16,000 pounds moving,
It ain't nothing.
yeah, it's moving.
Now, how many bottom plow would you pull in this?
This is probably a 6 bottom. It could probably do more, I'm just not sure.
I mean, it's more than some of the gas ones.
Oh yeah, for 16 horse, no doubt. Further south, right?
Yeah, towards Roanoke.
Okay. You do really well to pass yourself on by the Somerset Steam and Gas.
Yeah, I went there last year.
Okay, yeah. They plow there. That is a fantastic experience.
Are you going there?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be running this, a locomotive like this, or I'll be running a Hubert.
Now, the Hubert was the one on the threshing machine, right?
No, we haven't. Unless you're talking about a gas tractor.
Okay.
Club here used to have a Hubert, but there is a viewer down in Somerset. It's owned by the same guy who owns the other single tank out here. But we sold our viewer. The boiler was getting in bad shape, and so we sold it back to the restoration company that had it previously.
Well, that was very informative. We learned a lot. We look forward to hooking up with him at Somerset. I don't know if this flyover was part of the show or not, but it was cool. Here we are cruising around in the evening time after most of the crowds had left. This was honestly the best time to cruise around because there were so many people there during the day. You're constantly stopping, steering around them, and so forth. You can kind of tell at the corner of the picture that we put our Shenandoah Steam and Gas Association hat on the stunt dog. It was cruising around. We need to come up with a name for that dog. If anybody has any recommendations, put it in the comment section below. It's strangely relaxing cruising around on your tractor in the evening, not being surrounded by a bunch of people. We found the one hit and miss engine that was still running. Nice. You may recognize these wheel horses from the big show. These were brought by the Heath family. He really likes this show. He also brought, I think, 10 or 15 of the big tractors as well. Here we are peacefully cruising around the tractor crowd. There were a lot of nice machines here. Here we have some of the Heath family's collection. They also just finished restoring a Silver King tractor. We'll show you that in a minute. This was hilarious seeing them pile into this trailer. It took them quite a bit to get situated. Hopefully they made it where they were headed. You know, we see a lot of Cub Cadets in the shop. Not this vintage, of course, but it kind of makes you wonder, will the Cub Cadets of today be at tractor shows 30 years from now? This young man was having quite a heyday riding around. Here's that Silver King we were talking about. This thing turned out nice. Good job, William. I love your tractor. Here's something I don't see every day. I believe these are grading tractors. But I didn't know Alice Chalmers made those. Well, I guess they made everything, but this truck's pretty sweet. Well, here we are back to our not so clean machine. This thing looks pretty good here in the sunset. Well, we're going to go ahead and have dinner with our friends, load up our truck, and head on back. Feel free to like the video if you enjoy the content, share it with any of your tractor loving friends, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and we'll see you on the next episode of Abby Normal Garage.